My name is Lima Sudas, and I am making my presentation on ethical boundaries and consultation practices in behavioral health. This presentation summarizes an interview with licensed BCBA Emily Fuller, who works at a naturalistic ABA company here in San Diego, California. The goal is to explore how her clinic maintains ethical boundaries and distinguishes between boundary extension and boundary violation, and uses supervisory consultation to resolve ethical dilemmas. For my interview, I interviewed Emily Fuller, a licensed BCBA here in San Diego, California. We actually went to high school together, so it was very nice to be able to interview an old friend. But she works at a naturalistic ABA company that provides in-home and community-based behavioral services. Ms. Fuller emphasized that ethics and boundaries are central to effective and safe client care. According to Fisher 2023, ethical standards exist to protect clients' welfare, and Emily highlighted that her clinic integrates these standards through training and supervision. This interview helped clarify how boundary awareness, professional conduct, and consultation practices guide real-world decision-making in ABA settings. Emily shared that maintaining appropriate boundaries is a daily responsibility at her clinic. Staff avoid dual relationships, limit self-disclosure, and maintain clear role expectations when interacting with clients and families. This aligns with Fisher 2023, who stresses that boundaries protect both clients and practitioners from harm and confusion. The clinic also offers continuing training and supervision to help staff recognize red flags before they become issues, which reflects Anderson and Handelman's 2021 positive ethics. According to Ms. Fuller, boundaries help ensure that treatment remains centered on the client's therapeutic goals. When clinicians stay within their professional roles, it strengthens objectivity and prevents personal bias from affecting treatment. Fisher 2023 explains that boundaries support client autonomy and prevent situations where clients become overly dependent or feel uncomfortable. Emily also noted that trust is built between clinicians consistently is built when clinicians consistently act professionally, which ultimately improves treatment outcomes. Boundary extension. Ms. Fuller described boundary extension as moments when a clinician steps slightly beyond the appropriate professional role, often unintentionally. For example, a therapist may share a personal story to build rapport, but doing so may shift focus away from the client. Miller and Springer 2020 note that clinicians must stay aware of their motivations because even small extensions can accumulate and blur the therapeutic frame. Emily emphasized that while not always harmful, boundary extensions must be monitored carefully. Boundary violation. A boundary violation, according to Ms. Fuller, occurs when an action clearly crosses ethical lines and risks harming the client. Examples include engaging in a dual relationship or accepting gifts that create obligation. Fisher 2023 identifies these behaviors as violations because they shift power unfairly and compromise client welfare. Emily explains that her clinic treats these incidences very seriously, requiring immediate consultation and corrective action to ensure client safety and ethical accountability. Ms. Fuller reported that her clinic uses weekly supervision and team meetings to review cases and discuss potential ethical concerns. Staff are encouraged to bring up dilemmas immediately to supervisors, so supervisors can help evaluate risks, explore alternatives, and apply ethical codes. This reflects Miller and Springer's 2020 emphasis on ongoing ethics training and reflective practices, rather than relying on decision-making models alone. Supervisory consultations help clinicians avoid isolation, reduces risks of ethical drift, and promotes consistent client-centered decision-making. The practices Emily described can easily transferred can be easily transferred to other behavioral health settings by embedding ethics into daily operations. As Anderson and Handelsman 2021 emphasizes, positive ethics involves creating systems that promote healthy decision-making before problems arise. Clinics can adopt similar policies on professional boundaries, incorporate consistent supervision, and facilitate open communication among staff. This helps build an ethical culture that protects both clients and practitioners. Interviewing Emily Fuller demonstrated how ethical boundaries and consultation practices operate in a real ABA environment. Clear boundaries protect clients, support objectivity, and maintain trust, while supervision ensures ethical dilemmas are handled collaboratively and in line with professional standards. These practices reflect core themes identified by Fisher 2023, Anderson and Handelsman 2021, and Miller and Springer 2020, that ethical behaviors require structure, reflection, and ongoing professional development. And these are my sources. Thank you.